West Coast are dominated by local players, with 10 from the Marlborough Union, 3 are from Nelson Bays, 2 from Buller. The best known players at a national level are number 10 Ian Stark, the third highest point scorer in New Zealand last season. He was in the New Zealand Divisional 15 last year, and so were halfback Andrew Slee, lock Frank Marfell and prop Paul Nicholson. The other lock number 4 Lenny Mason toured the world with last year's New Zealand Maori team. The French team is the other 15 players. All of these fellows watched the test match from the grandstand on Saturday. Number 8, Alain Caminati, actually went into the test match as a replacement for Laurent Rodriguez. Other capped test players from the past are the fullback Jean-Baptiste Lafond, number 13 Marc Andrieux, number 12 Denis Charvet, and number 9 the captain Henri Sans. Referee Dave Bishop from Southend blows to begin this game, and Ian Stark of the Seddon Shield Districts kicks off down to fullback Jean-Baptiste Lafond, and he has returned the ball to touch just outside the French team's 22-metre line. An even contest in the first moments of this match, with the combined team having a setback, losing number 7 Gary Timms to be replaced by Glenn Alley of Buller. That's the halfway line, that's the 10-metre line there, I should say. The French working very hard here with Olivier Roumat. This is Lescure, number 10. That's the 22 metres line. This is Pierre Ontas, and he scored the first try. And my word, what a strange try that was. Almost like a practice session with no opposition. And Pierre Ontas, in only his second game for France, has scored his first try. Look at this, Henri Sans quickly away to the left winger, and then it was a bit of slow motion. People were just watching him. He had plenty of room to move, nudged a little kick behind the fullback Marfell, and then was clearly, easily and comfortably through to score the try. Ontas's try was not converted, 4-0 after 7 minutes. Taken in by Paul Nicholson. Here's Slee, away to Stark, out to the second five at Kenny Boyd. Marfell, the fullback, is in, out towards Brent Baxter on the left wing. This is Baxter, the Nelson Bays winger. And they didn't go too real well, the Seddon Shield Districts out. And here's a line-up with Lafond in the back line. Nice work by Valère, who's up in support there of Charvet. Now here's Marlborough and the combined team running the ball. As centre Paul Phillips has dropped it. They got a bit excited here. Here's Phillips. It wasn't a knock-on perhaps. Getting rid of the ball again. That's Boyd. Out to Kerry Daly. He's kicked ahead. And Denis Charvet is across and takes the ball out across the touchline, Denis Charvet. McDonald throws towards the back where Glenn Alley is the replacement player for Gary Timms. And a penalty there. French players going over the top and being penalised by referee Dave Bishop. Last man up is the man being penalised. That's Philippe Gallard. Well, only 2 players scored more points in New Zealand last year than this man. That was Cooper of Otago and Fox of Auckland. That's number 10 Ian Stark's kick. A better one, a goal. Stark puts the Seddon Shield team on the board. France 4, Seddon Shield 3. You can see there's going to be a problem with the sun in the second half into the eyes of the combined team as it sets. Henri Sans. Caminati caught by Slee. It's there for the French team. Sans back to Lescure for the drop kick. And that's a goal. Jean-Marc Lescure has kicked his second drop goal of the tour, and the France are now out to 7 points to 3. Sans, a very good throw, deflected by Berraud, number 4. In go the French. That's Berraud again.
Not on the ground, fellas. It's not on the ground.
Not on the ground, says referee Bishop. 2 players shaping up to each other. Schabowski and Huntley, I think it was. Number 7 is Philippe Benetton. This is Tordeau. Good rush by Tordeau. The French are just altogether too tough. And here's Philippe Gallard putting real physical presence now onto them. And this is Roumat. Can he stretch out the big 2-metre length and get it over? Penalty. Penalty against him for stretching out and trying a bit too hard. Olivier Roumat, the biggest man in the game today. The penalty clearance has come from the Seddon Shield districts, and that's a good kick up towards halfway. Here is number 5, Olivier Roumat. You see he's 2 meters tall, 6 feet 7. He tries to stretch out. Referee Bishop comes in from the left and says, "You've tried to stretch out too far, my friend." Penalty. 24 minutes gone. First half, Dempster, number 8, down towards the back with the number 6, Rob Avery. French pack working hard on there, trying to roll the ball away, and they've got it going. This is Berraud, who's had a good game in the first quarter of this match. Again, over the top, Sans, lovely pass. This is Chavet to Andrieux. This is Ontas. Andrieux in support at the 22, the ball out. Well, Pierre Ontas hasn't had many chances on the tour so far, but here he is. He's already scored a try and looks very sharp up there on the left wing. McDonald throws, deflected nicely. Oh, well, fast work by Tordo to get through on Slee, who's going to play halfback for the French team. That's the goal line in the background. That's a Roumat. This is Caminati. Tackling with the Seddon Shield districts looks pretty good at the moment. So a penalty here to the French team after 25 minutes of play. Chance perhaps for a shot at goal. French captain Henri Sans with the ball. But it's going to be a tap instead. Now those men, they could be in front of the ball there. They could be in front. Sans realises this. Kicks it to himself. Schabowski the try. Big tough man, Hervé Schabowski. And that's the try for the French team. The man in the background got it. There he is. And that's 11 points to 3. It came from a tap. Sans had to make sure he was in front before he kicked it. A few little delays in here. And Schabowski, number 2, takes the pass from Sans. And he certainly had momentum going in support. And the try was on. Jean-Marc Lescure adds the conversion. It's 13 points to 3. So Sans has to put in. 32 minutes gone. 13-3 to France. Slee is offside. I must say the combined team are competing very well at this stage of the game. Sans. Tordeau. Schabowski, who's already scored the try. Good tackle on him by Will Dempster. This is Lescure, ducking inside, Stark. McDonald made the tackle, taken on by Benetton. That's the 22-meter line. Sans, Olivier Roumat, Lescure, Andrieux, Ontas. But it just never had space, the attack, to really develop. And Pierre Ontas was really crowded that time on the left wing side. This time in defence, Slee with 7 minutes to go to half-time. Back to Marfel, and he clears. Not much distance gained up the touchline, but safely into touch anyway. So attendre is called. That's the French word, as all school certificate studies will know, for wait. Now they've got it all set. The ball's in. Sans. The charge is in close again by Tordeau, who looks a tough customer. Again, the short pass for the crash ball. This is Caminati. It's rough and tough in there. Sans close to the goal line. Plenty of Frenchmen in support. Driving hard for the line. And that's a good call again by referee Bishop. The try scored away to the left. We'll see who gets it. There he is to the left. He's got the ball. I think it'll be Gallard. Let's have a look. No, I'm wrong. Everybody's wrong. It looks like it might have been Pascal Berraud who scored the try. Indeed it was. 17 points to 3. Pascal Berraud, the 24-year-old, has scored the try. Well, we'll have a look at him. There he is, coming in from the right, number 4. In the lolly scramble, and it was for this one, I thought it might have been Gallard, number 3, that got it. but let's have a look. It was hard work on there. There is number 4 getting the ball now, and the push goes in. Referee Bishop is in close to have a look, and in they go. I thought the first man down, Gaillard, might have got it, but the referee has it sorted out. Try for France. Lescure makes good with the conversion. It's 19 points to 3 as halftime approaches. Five minutes to go till half-time. 19 to 3 to the French 15. This is Slee away to Stark. This time it's Phillips on the crash ball. Got through Tordo. Carried on nicely by Marfell. The big captain carrying on Debster from Nelson Bays. That's the goal line there. The Seddon Shield District's bouncing back. Slee's got it. Away to Stark. To Phillips. To Boyd. Good play by Boyd. And he's in. Has scored the tries. The Seddon Shield 15 strike back. Lovely play. They drove through very hard. This is taking it right back where Boyd put his hands up, looked for it, and on the decoy it was Phillips, number 13. Now he got away from Tordo, and then the captain, Frank Marfell, had a good little run here in close with support from Avery. They go down to the new setup position, and it's carried on by Debster towards the line. This was excellent play by the Seddon Shield 15. Then they got the ball over the top. The French were regrouping, but you see a lot of the French have got their heads up, and then Slee gets the ball clear, and when it comes into the back line, look how there's good work and good passing, first of all from Stark and then Phillips, and then Boyd loops around the winger, Daly, and goes in the corner. So number 12, Ken Boyd's try was not converted. It's 19 points to 7. Just before half time now at 19-7. There's the Sons making the throw, pitching it nicely to the tap by Rumar, but it's come back to Kerry Daly, who's touched it down, and it'll be a 5-metre scrum. But that is half time, says referee Dave Bishop. 3 tries to 1 at the break, and France leading the Seddon Shield 15 by 19 to 7. And we'll have more for you from Blenheim. Second half begins at Lansdowne Park in Blenheim, with the touring French team now with the sun at their backs in the second half on a fine afternoon in sunny Marlborough, where the Seddon Shield Districts are down by 19 to 7 to the visitors, who put in a powerful first 40 minutes in this match, the best first half of their tour, I would say. And here is Marc-André with just a hint that was forward, and the referee thinks so as well. Shortened line-out call this time after 4 minutes of the second half. Olivier Rumart, not straight, or knock on. Four minutes gone, second half. No change since the break. Still 19 to 7. Back to Ian Stark. Deflection to midfield. It may help the combined team. And a good bounce. Yes. Belair and Baxter. Good tackle by Boyd, the try scorer from the first half. So now the Seddon Shield is Songs. Baxter gets him. This is Berraud, but looks like accidentally offside there. Hasn't kicked so well today, Ian Stark, but he averages about 10 points per first-class game, and he can do it just like that. So it's 19 points to 10 after 7 minutes of the second half. Lescure kicks off. The Seddon Shield 15 have scored twice. The last 2 scoring movements of the game have been to the home team, so the French team will have to get back into this. Lescure at the 22. They look like they might get back straight away. Berraud but players going over the top and pushing defenders out of the way, and that's a defensive penalty for the Seddon Shield 15. They're going to employ the big right boot of Peter Marfel. Hasn't found his touch. This is Jean-Baptiste Lafond. On task, took it in there. It's coming nicely to the narrow side. This is Andrieux down the left wing because he knew On task was tied up. And touch judge on the far side, Ross Verco, local referee, has signalled the ball in touch. So the French backs getting organised in the back as Sons prepares to throw. 10 minutes, second half. Tordeau has it. Putting his own players offside, Tordeau. That's a defensive scrum for the home team. Oh, what a quick hook. Will Dempster, veteran from Nelson. Back to Stark, who swings it wide to Marfel. This is ambitious stuff. This is Phillips. Now, he likes to have a go, Paul Phillips. That was ambitious stuff and well done. But now can they hold it now? The French team getting the ball. And lost forward. So a French put in. But good enterprise there by the home team. Looking into the sun, they try to run it out of that defensive position. Garth Huntley on the near side. Sons, Lescure, Chauvet is left out. Oh, this is on Tass, and he's going to be in here, is he? Yes. Right around behind the post. That is a surprise, but it was a classic double skip, and that's put the French to 23-10. This is the move they call the double skip. It's the first 5/8 leaving a man out, and Chauvet was left out. The next passer leaves a man out, and it meant that the speed of the ball, which always beats the speed of the man, gave Pierre Ontas of Buritz a clear run in at the corner, and he cleverly brought the ball right around close to the posts for his second try of the afternoon and the fourth try today for France. Try for number 11, Pierre Ontas. Lescure adds the conversion, and that's made a difference. It's now 25-10. So tapped by France from the penalty. They're trying to swing the ball. This is Tordeau outside the 22. Sons up to Caminati. This is where the French, this is their style. They like to do the short pass, to have the big men driving hard. Now they free it up and run it wide. And will it be a hat trick for Ontas? He has the ball. He gets his treble. Try for Pierre Ontas. 3 tries for him today, and it's 29-10 now after a nice pass and a thank you very much, or merci beaucoup, from Ontas to Lafond. Look at this, Caminati crashing down towards the 22-metre line, and then after they'd had 2 of these hard forward drives, the ball is able to be freed, and Sons, by instinct, moving it to the left, and away it went to Lescure. Lafond was up from fullback, and he made a nice pass. Adeli had no chance here to catch his opposite number, and in goes Ontas for his 3rd try. Pierre Ontas's 3rd try was not converted, 29 points to 10. The game is 3 quarters gone now. 20 minutes second half, 29-10. Ian Stark still trying things for the combined team, and that's a better kick. Phillips coming through on the Valère, number 14, and it's a loose ball. That's the goal line in the background. Here come the combined forwards firing up, and they secure the penalty. And now they've gone back 10 further metres. So, referee Bishop awards another penalty for not back 10 metres. Now they only have to line up from the goal line here. Now I hope that Slee just waits his time. This is Marfel. Not all the French players were back that time. Stark wide to Baxter. Baxter's dropped it. Benetton has the ball. Some of these combined players from the Seddon Shield districts are playing very well in the forwards. new player on the field, Franck Meynel, has come in to play fullback in the absence of Jean-Baptiste Lafont. 10 minutes to go till the end of the game. The sun has gone here in Benin. It's cooling down quickly, but it's still pretty fiery out on the field as the French players get on the receiving end of another penalty from referee Bishop, one of New Zealand's 2 international referees. Here's Boyd, who scored the try, and he's through. Oh, a high tackle on Boyd. That'll be another penalty. Well, I don't think referee has ruled it for the high tackle on Ken Boyd, but look at this one. There was obstruction further out, and then this slap across the face on Boyd, but the French players were called offside for being across the advantage line. Now, Pujol is penalised. Marc Pujol, for something I didn't see. Referee Bishop is going to have a word with him. He stamped on the head of one of the players, Pujol. So it was Phillips who got jumped on there. The penalty flow in the second half has been about 10 penalties in a row to the combined team, and none to the French. Sons throws on the 22-metre line. Slee, away to start. Boyd is left out. This is Phillips. Marfell in. Daly left it behind, number 14. And Phillips going back. On task is with him. This is Paul Phillips, bit of a local hero from Marlborough. Likes to have a go. Ken Boyd, the former Marlborough player, now with Nelson. But the referee has come across and given another penalty against the French. There's been a flow of them here in the second half from referee Bishop against the touring team. That's a goal for Ian Stark after 32 minutes, 29-13. So they put in again to Slee. Dempster trying to drive to the 22. This is Avery. Tough game from him today. The Marlborough locks have worked well too. Mason and Marfell. The Seddon Shield 15 holding it together. Tordeau up to the 22. Sons. This is Pierre Ontas. This is Perrault. Sons up to Marc Andrieux. Shabalski, who's already got a try close to the line, and they may drive over for another one here, the French. They've got the way on, but they can't really get that one down. (29-13) with 3 minutes to play in the game. Trying for the pushover, kick behind Sons, and this time it's a penalty try. A penalty try awarded by referee Bishop. A penalty try, and maybe there was a deliberate piece of illegal activity in that scrum by the local players, which saw referee Bishop come and award the penalty try. Let's have a look at the scrum. They really got the movement going here for the pushover, and this is reminiscent to a number of these type of tries that were scored in the World Cup matches. And you can see that somebody did try to kick it away, and referee Bishop awards the penalty try under the post for the French team. Jean-Marc Lescure adds the conversion, so that's 35-13 now to the French team with just minutes remaining. 6 tries to the French to 1 by the Seddon Shield team. Advantage being played. Kick to space. On task is back with the replacement player Franck Meynel. It's just caught by Avery by the jersey. 10-metre mark, French territory. Driven away by Caminati up to the halfway. This is Marc Andrieux. Can he slip it through? Out to Tordeau. Lovely play by Tordeau. To Benetton, and the captain Henri Sons puts the icing on the cake in the last minute by scoring the 7th try today for the French 15, and they go out to 39-13 over the Seddon Shield side. Lescure in the last minute of play kicks the goal It's outside. The game is over, and it's 39 to France and 13 to the home team. Henri Sans, captain for the day, scored the last try. The Seddon Shield played very well. A good win, though, for France. Their best win of the tour so far, and they have beaten the Seddon Shield 15. West Coast are dominated by local players, with 10 from the Marlborough Union, 3 are from Nelson Bays, 2 from Buller. The best known players at a national level are number 10 Ian Stark, the third highest point scorer in New Zealand last season. He was in the New Zealand Divisional 15 last year, and so were halfback Andrew Slee, lock Frank Marfell and prop Paul Nicholson. The other lock number 4 Lenny Mason toured the world with last year's New Zealand Maori team. The French team is the other 15 players. All of these fellows watched the test match from the grandstand on Saturday. Number 8, Alain Caminati, actually went into the test match as a replacement for Laurent Rodriguez. Other capped test players from the past are the fullback Jean-Baptiste Lafond, number 13 Marc-André, number 12 Denis Charvet, and number 9 the captain Henri Sans. Referee Dave Bishop from Southend with Lafond in the back line. Nice work by Valère, who's up in support there of Charvet. Now here's Marlborough and the combined team running the ball, as centre Paul Phillips has dropped it. They got a bit excited here. Here's Phillips. It wasn't a knock on, perhaps. Getting rid of the ball again. That's Boyd. Out to Kerry Daly. He's kicked ahead. And Denis Charvet is across and takes the ball out across the touchline. Denis Charvet. McDonald throws towards the back where Glenn Ellie is the replacement player for Gary Timms, and a penalty there. French players going over the top and being penalised by referee Dave Bishop. Last man up is the man being penalised. That's Philippe Gallard. A practice session with no opposition, and Pierre Ontas, in only his second game for France, has scored his first try. Look at this, Henri Sans quickly away to the left winger, and then it was a bit of slow motion. People were just watching him. He had plenty of room to move, nudged a little kick behind the fullback Marfell, and then was clearly, easily and comfortably through to score the try. Ontas's try was not converted, 4-0 after 7 minutes. Taken in by Paul Nicholson. Here's Slee, away to Stark, out to the second 5'8", Kenny Boyd. Marfell, the fullback, is in, out towards Brent Baxter on the left wing. This is Baxter, the Nelson Bays winger. And they didn't go too real well, the Seddon Shield districts out. And here's a lineup. Well, only 2 players scored more points in New Zealand last year than this man. That was Cooper of Otago and Fox of Auckland. That's number 10, Ian Stark's kick. A better one, a goal. Stark puts the Seddon Shield team on the board. France 4, Seddon Shield 3. You can see there's going to be a problem with the sun in the second half into the eyes of the combined team as it sets. Henri Sans. Caminati caught by Slee. It's there for the French team. Sans back to Lescure for the drop kick. And that's a goal. Jean-Marc Lescure has kicked his second drop goal of the tour, and the France are now out to 7 points. Blows to begin this game, and Ian Stark of the Seddon Shield districts kicks off down to fullback Jean-Baptiste Lafond, and he has returned the ball to touch just outside the French team's 22-metre line. An even contest in the first moments of this match, with the combined team having a setback, losing number 7 Gary Timms to be replaced by Glenn Ellie of Buller. That's the halfway line, that's the 10-metre line there, I should say. The French working very hard here with Olivier Roumat. This is Lescure, number 10. That's the 22 metres line. This is Pierre Ontas, and he scored the first try. And my word, what a strange try that was. Almost like